Hey Anna, what do you got going there?
Today we are processing cacao. It's the cacao nibs. It looks like this. This is the whole fruit. And then we chop it in half. Here, I'll show you this time. Chop it in half.
Perfect. That's the fruit and the seed.
That's the fruit and the seed.
Awesome. Show us how to harvest that.
So you basically just scoop it out like this. And it comes off into these little pots. And then we're just taking them right here and separating them, and then they'll eventually go into the dehydrator over here. It's their solar dehydrator, and they'll go in just like that.
Awesome. So they'll be dehydrated with the fruit. So because the white part there is actually the fruit, and then the seed is inside, and then a lot of times that's either roasted or overly processed. Maybe Doug, you know a little bit about the cacao bean.
Yeah, well, what makes our process unique is that because we dehydrate it in a solar dehydrator, there's no heat or very little heat, and as a result, the cacao doesn't become acidic; it stays alkaline, and therefore the energy that it provides is more sustainable. It doesn't again have that acidic lift and crash afterwards.
Right. So in this formula, there's actually a green coffee bean as well.
We do. We have both. We have the cacao, and then we also dehydrate the green coffee bean. Same thing. What you notice when you consume it is how clean the energy is.
Oh, yeah.
And then the following day or the days after, the two big differences: one, you don't have these cravings for more of it. You just enjoyed the energy, and it's great energy.
It's smooth.
It's smooth, but you don't have this fix on where do I get more, because you're now crashed down, right? Looking for.
You understand
for
some
more
of the
same.
controversy surrounding chocolate and coffee.
Yeah, and I experienced this with, I've had my bouts with both in my life, so I've had those ups and downs with both of them. And coffee, same thing. I mean, I don't even think it's necessarily caffeine in that raw bean. So it sort of becomes caffeinated when you cook it.
That's kind of my philosophy, is that heat can denature foods and take something that is synergistic and balanced and put it out of balance.
That's right. Yeah, it certainly doesn't feel like caffeine when we have we have a green energy powder is what we use. The cacao as well as the green energy, as well as the coffee is in the green energy powder.
And what else is in the energy formula?
There's ashwagandha, which is also a super sustainable endurance herb, known as the ginseng of Ayurvedic medicine. We harvest the root, so it takes us 6 to 9 months to grow that herb. It's becoming bigger and more popular, but in Ayurvedic and in India, it's been a pillar of that medicinal cabinet for a long time. And then we have the moringa, which you've been using a lot of, and that's a Filipino superfood.
Yeah.
And also so nourishing, that green energy has this super high
some protein
vibration,
in there,
but also protein and nourishment.
Nice.
And then there's also the Polynesian spinach as well that's in that,
which I've also been eating.
Yeah. So again, it's kind of like lunch and medicine.
Right on, dude. Well, thanks, Doug.
Here's the raw. This is what comes out after we dehydrate it.
I see.
So it's not roasted. It's still green. And this is our cacao pod after it's been dehydrated.
This is the coffee.
This is the green. This is the coffee, and this is the cacao.
Well, thank you very much, Doug, Jenna, Anna. And that is what chocolate, real chocolate, looks like. Thanks everyone for giving this video a thumbs up. And I'll put a link down below for the Kauai Pharmacy, and you can check more out about that. Thank you. Bye-bye.